Good morning, Cowtown USA Pro Staffer John Hewkin taking delivery of my new Ranger 521L bass boat. So excited about getting this boat and so excited about getting it out on the water. Thought we'd take a minute here and show you some of the highlights of this new boat. First of all, we'll start out with the Evinrude G2 motor. This G2 motor's got a 10-year warranty. 10 years, I can't imagine that. Fantastic torque for hole shot and getting you up on plane and on path as quick as you can get there. We've got the Minn Kota Talon 8-foot boat anchors. These will help put the boat in a stationary position when you're getting ready to start off on a tournament, or you pull up on a spot and you want to work over a brush pile or whatever. If you're in 8 feet of water or less, you can put these talons down and they're going to anchor your boat right where they want you, where you want it to be. Another cool feature about these talons, it comes with a easy to deploy system for laying them down in case you're going to go underneath a bridge or backing into a garage. Minn Kota makes this talon in an 8, a 10, a 12, and a 15-foot model. So the 15-foot model would be further up here, sticks higher up above your engine. Having this feature of being able to lay it down is fantastic. Another thing that the Talon offers that I really like is if you're in rough water and you go to anchor your boat, the water level changes with the waves and the wind. This Talon has built into it a way of keeping that pole that comes out and anchors you in the water. It moves with the water and the waves to keep your boat stationary. I've had power poles on my boat in the past. You get in rough water and those can actually come up off the bottom and your boat will move. Something you really don't want to have. Here we have a remote drain plug. It's this easy to take your drain plug in and out of your boat. In, out, in, out. Don't have to crawl underneath the boat. It's easier to not forget to do that also. Back here in the battery storage area, because of the G2 motor, they've been able to move the oil tank that was stored back here into the engine compartment. Now you've got more room for your batteries. This boat takes 4 batteries, but now I've got plenty of storage area for an extra prop and maybe a gallon of oil for when you make long runs. In our live wells, they come with an oxygenator because fish care is so important. You go out there and you work real hard to catch fish, and if they die, you lose weight, you lose pounds, and you lose fish, things that you don't want to do. This system has a remote pump out. Over here on the side panel, I can turn it to remote pump out. It'll pump the water out of the live wells. Used to, you had to reach in here and pull a spigot in or out to get that live well to drain. A lot of times when you get fish in there, they jump and they swim around and they try to get out. That would actually damage fish, and I've seen fish get sores and lose scales and get cut up from that. It's not going to be in this new boat. It's fantastic for fish care. Moving forward, the center console. Every year that I've owned a Ranger, they've improved this. This is the best design yet. We've got a piston here to help you open and close it without slamming it down. The latch that they put on this is far superior to anything that I've seen Ranger do so far. This boat was ordered without a console, center console, but it does come with a stereo, something that I'm very fond of. I like to listen to music when I'm out there trying to chase these fish down. And over here in the captain's chair, this is the control panel. We've got the 15-inch Humminbird Solix, which is about the size of a big screen TV. If I can't find fish on this thing, I'm going to be in trouble. Right here we have mounted on the dash, and they're also removable. The controls for the talons, so I can raise and lower the talons right here from the dash panel. Here we have mounted the Evinrude V3 gauge. I've got an electronic view of the oil and the engine level, my trim, my fuel level. I can go over here and see the RPMs, what my trim's at. I can move to this screen. I can change it from throttle to foot throttle. The trim assist I can turn off or on to where it will actually manually adjust the trim. As long as I start off with the engine trimmed all the way down, it'll manually adjust trim as I take off and set the boat on the ideal plane. Fantastic innovation from Evinrude and Ranger. Here we have the Humminbird, like I say, the Solix 15. All our gauges, we have the TH Marine Atlas jack plate, so I can trim it up or trim it down if I get in skinny water and I have to bring the engine up so I don't knock my prop off on rocks. Here we have tons of storage in compartments, coolers, storage area. One of the nice things Ranger did on this year's model is this center area that used to be carpeted. Now we have a non-stick rubber pad down here, so when you're in rain or when you're in wet conditions, this drains very quickly, dries very quickly. As we move forward, we've got another 15-inch Solix Hummingbird unit. There again, it's like a big screen TV. I don't know if I can get football games, but I can darn sure find a fish on this thing. And here we have maybe the biggest innovation in fishing to come along in my lifetime, and that's this Minn Kota Ultrix with spot lock. The spot lock interfaces with the Hummingbird to where you can follow contour lines on the shore. You can go between two different waypoints, and one of the greatest things is the spot lock. When the wind's blowing or you have an area that you want to stay on, you hit the spot lock on the trolling motor. It's going to keep your boat on that spot until you're ready to move. I just can't get over the difference in that. You catch a fish, the way things happened in my old boat was you catch a fish, by the time you got him unhooked, put him in a live well and got back up here, you might be 50 yards from where you just caught that fish. Now when you hook that fish, you tap the spot lock with your foot, you're going to be able to land that fish, get him unhooked, get him in the live well, come back, and you're going to be in the exact same spot you were when you started. I just can't get over how much fun that's going to be to get out and use on the water.